Hello, everyone. Once again, hello. I hope everybody's having a great afternoon. It's Juli coming to you live again on another episode of my weekly interviews. This is episode 15. So I thank you for being here with me. Supporting all through this weekly interviews that I do. And if you're watching live or you're going to watch the replay, let us know where you're watching from because we always like to see the reach that we have, right? Because this is a global business that we're doing, so we have a lot of reach everywhere in the world. So for those of you, sorry, that don't know me, my name is Julieta. I work in construction as an engineer for many years now, and in a few years back, I started running a digital business. So every week I bring a valuable business partner so that they can share why they're working online as well. They can share their story and many golden nuggets about our digital platform. So today I have a lovely business partner from USA. Hi, Sally. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you, Julie. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. Thank you so much for your time today here on my web page, on my page, yeah, business page.
It's my pleasure, Julie. Thank you for inviting me here as well.
Great, thank you, thank you. So, Sally, why don't you tell the audience a little bit about yourself so we get to know you?
Yes, Julie. Yeah, I am Sally from Dallas, Texas, USA. I am here with my family, and I have three children. And my older son got married. Basically, I have four children.
Oh,
I'm
congrats.
working in the IT field last over 25 years. In US, last 32 years, I am living in US, and more than anything, I am so excited and proud business owner, the digital business owner. I am so excited about the business. I'm looking forward into it, accomplish my goals and dreams through this business. That's
Wow.
it.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Congrats on those little four grandbabies that you have. That's so
Not,
cute.
not grandbaby. I said, my older son got married, and
Yes.
addition, another. I have a daughter-in-law. That means I have four four children.
Okay. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, I understand. So, Sally, working in IT as an IT professional, like what brought you, to searching for different horizons? What brought you to end up working online?
Yeah, that is a good question, Julie. Basically, people will ask also because it's I'm working in this field for so long time, and
Yes.
bringing why I came to this business, why I was looking something, like a 21 years. When I reached my 21 years, my field, I the one day I all of a sudden I lost. It's
Oh,
open my eyes, even though you are working that long and all of a sudden you lost job, then your job is not secure, right? So I was looking after that, I wanted to make something addition to bring to my family, or addition, so I can retire early, or if something happened to my job, I build up something, I have a plan B to look for to. So that is the main reason I started this search. I was searching different opportunities. I look in different things, but that was not a good. Didn't give me a good feeling to start. When I saw this business, I feel it's a very genuine business. Also, I can do this business along with my profession. Even though I lost my job, I found a job, but still it's not secure. Anytime the job can, you can lose your job. But if I build something addition to that, that is more secure. That is what I started, and I found this business. I'm so happy I started this business.
yes, I know, I know. Yeah, and so many people went through the same thing, and it was an intelligent decision on your behalf. We always wish we had find this earlier, right? So we would have more time to
Yes.
to build a plan B, if eventually something happens. but well, we find it when we find it, right? Sometimes we
Right.
have to go through stuff that open our eyes,
Mm-hmm.
in order to say, okay, this is
Yeah,
I should be planning something out just in case, right? And
yes,
definitely, despite the world situation, and nothing is secured, and jobs are not secured, and they never they never were, and they never will be secured. That's definitely, things happen, companies change,
mm-hmm.
management sections change as well, and decisions are made, and we have no saying on that. So whatever they decide, right? So
That's all. That's all. We
that's
cannot
a
do
good
anything.
yes. That's why it's a good option, to have something on your own while you have your full-time job. Build something parallel, and it's because, especially, that it's totally doable while
Yeah.
working full-time,
Yes.
especially while working full-time, since we have so much automation, and now with artificial intelligence, so many things are like easier to get done, and it doesn't require our physical presence, right?
Yes.
I always compare with my profession. If I'm not at my office or at a construction site, things don't get done on their own,
Mm.
because we don't have that automation that's they're working for us. This, on the other hand, this business is based on automation. A huge
Mhm.
part of it is based on automation. So that gives everybody the chance to do both at the same time, and there's no interference with one within the other, right?
No. Mhm.
Like you said before, also being a legit business, that speaks a lot, because it's tax season right now, so we will declare our taxes, our incomes, um, with our taxes, right?
Yes.
So yes, that's something that it's very important to consider as well, because you don't want to get into something that could complicate your life more than any other thing. So definitely to consider.
Mhm.
Sally, being yourself an IT professional, did you have any kind of experience? Were you expecting something? I mean, you have a knowledge that not everybody does, but I myself, being inside the business, I know how it works, but I want your opinion, your point of view, being an IT professional. How did you cope with the system? I mean, how did you learn about it?
Yeah, Julie, it's a good question. Like this business and my IT profession, it's not related to anything. Anybody can do this business. That's for sure. I do have some knowledge about IT, how this work and all that, but that is doesn't matter. You come to this business, you
Mhm.
have that automated system, you have the training system, you have, once you join, it's from the beginning as the first day itself you have the like video based training and whatever you need for a technically it's there. So
Yeah.
even though you technical or I have the experience, someone doesn't have the experience, anybody can do this business. That is the way it's already like they programmed. That is the way it is already there. It's very easy process, very anybody can go from from the training session. Anybody can see that training and anybody can do. You don't need to be a technical skill to start with. Also you don't need any business experience to start this business. Everything in the system, it's very like user friendly. Anybody can do. Even like you are it's everything by default, it's written in English, but if you download the extension eJoy, that can convert it into any language. There are different language, like you can see. Even you don't know English, you can see that in your language what are the languages available, you will be able to see. I mean, that is the way the system already there. So my technology experience doesn't need for this business. Anybody can do this business.
True, true. So in shortly, anybody can go from zero to hero
Yes,
with our training.
yes.
Yes, and I can testify for that, because when I started, I had no knowledge on anything technical, right? And the truth is, you don't need it. I was a normal user of social media platforms, communicating with my friends and family. That's it. But once you get in this business, you discover a whole world that I had no clue that existed. Maybe you, yes, because of your profession, you know what it takes. These, like, in the other side of social media, all the technical parts and whatnot. But you still did have to follow the training, because to set up the business in the specific way that the founders want us to set up the business, right? Because it's the proven system that this is how it works. So
Yeah.
so yeah, you even had to follow the instructions.
Yeah, it's a 90
Yeah,
percentage, 95 percentage of the system will,
yeah,
let you do it. Maybe, rest of the things you need to do. It's a very flexible, anybody can do. It's very automated, it's automated system. Yeah, it's, anybody can do.
definitely, yes. And what about the time that it takes you to from your day, like, working full time? Sometimes it's not easy. We only have 24 hours in the day, right? And most of them are taken with some activities. Full-time job already takes like 8 or 9 hours, between 8 and 10 hours of your day. And then there's family, there's activities, there's obligations. Okay, what time do you have left to actually take care of your business?
Yeah, if I am in a traditional business, I need to be in the site, and like the full day I need to be there to build my if a traditional business. But this business, I can do my full time job, come home or in the evening, or like weekends. I don't need to spend too much time. Of course, in the beginning of the business, you need to set up everything you have to do. I mean, you need to spend a little more time, but still that is maybe 2 hours or 3 hours a day. Once you set up everything, your business is running in the back end. You don't need to do that 2 or 3 hours. Maybe you can have 1 hour a day. Once you set up everything, that 1 hour or 2 hours more than enough for you to
Yeah.
do this business. Basically, how do I did, before I start the business, I have a screen time 4 to 5 hours every day, you know so I leverage that screen time to my business time. So I still using social media, still using my screen time, but I using that screen time to make a benefit of my life, my future, my children's future. So I didn't basically take any extra hours. I converted my screen time into my business. That's all I did. So in it's very simple process. You all have everybody using smartphone or any device, they have a screen time. If you have the willingness to do, your mindset is there. If you have the mindset and the willingness, you leverage that screen time into your business time. That's all you need to do. That's all I did. You don't
Yeah.
need to spend too much time on it.
Exactly, it's absolutely that. And we see it because there's our kids are older, right? You have your kids are grown-ups. My kids are not babies anymore. They're already uh, pretty independent. But
Mhm.
there are stay-at-home moms, or even moms that work full-time and have little kids, and they are still able to take care of their business, because they set up their times in a way that they have their little moments of time where they
Mhm.
establish that they dedicate to the business on a daily basis, or maybe a few times a week. That is really a personal thing that you will set up, and when you decide to start. And the great thing, you don't have nobody watching over your shoulder, telling you, or asking you for reports, or quotas, or sales reports, or sales whatsoever. And it is really your time, and whatever you decide to do with the business, how you're going to manage it, right?
Yes, that's all.
Definitely,
Mhm.
the results are going to be according to your dedication as well, right? that's
Mhm.
that's definitely something to
Mhm.
consider. But we all have busy schedules, so we do what we can. But you're still advancing and progressing. And this is definitely not a get rich quick. It's a business for long term. It's a long term thing. And it's not a hobby. If you treat it as a hobby, it's going to give to you back as a hobby. If you treat
Mhm.
it as a business, definitely it's going to give you back as a business.
That's true. Mhm.
Sally, my last question for you, it's not a question actually, it's more of an advice. What would you tell people? Today we have our weekly workshops or webinars. What would you tell people? That's mainly the first step, that we all had to go through to understand about the basics of this business. What would you tell people that are considering a possibility of doing something, this business, or what would you tell them?
Yeah, Julie, this is anybody listening to us, like this is a very simple business. Anybody can do it, but it's a very genuine business. Even though it's a symbol, everything when you look at it's very simple. Anybody can do. If you are looking something, or you looking for another option, or making addition to your permanent job, or stay home mom, or grandparents, anybody is looking something to earn addition to your daily income, or so this is a very simple business. So we all are working full time, and people they who they are, like a stay home mom, they are doing it. So anybody can do it. It's a very simple business. Like Julie said, we have webinars every week, two times, and we have another mastermind. But if you are a business owner only, you can go through the mastermind, but you have it two times every day, every week, two times in a week there is a webinar. If you really want to check it out, until you check it out, you don't know what is inside the business.
Yes.
Yeah, so you just go Julie's website and check it out what is there. Give your name and your valid email address. That will take you to 90 minutes complimentary webinar. That complimentary webinar will give you more insight about the business. Then after that you can contact Julie, or like then she will guide you what to do. It's a very simple process. So yeah, it's very important. Like I mentioned, my experience, like I never thought I lost my job. The job is not secure in this, I mean, basically in this world. Anybody can lose their job anytime. It's good to have another side hustle. So if you're looking for to earn something addition, it's a very best choice for you, and it's a very genuine business also. That it's a, so you need to pay tax wherever you are, right? So that means it's a very legitimate business. So that is all I want to say. Let's check it out through Julie's website. Then give your name and valid email address. You should give the valid email address, otherwise Julie cannot contact you. That is all I want.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Sally, and thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate your input this afternoon. And everyone, I wish you have a great end of your day, and we'll see each other next week with another business partner. Thank you, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye, Sally.
Bye bye, Julie.